Hi, it's Larry the Llama here. How you doing? My new neighbor, Pooh the Panda, was telling me all about the recent protests going on in Hong Kong. The place used to belong to the Brits, but then they gave it to China a few years back. But it still looks like the most capitalist place in the world, where everybody works in a bank and goes shopping. But Pooh put me straight on one or two things. The Chinese have this saying, one country, two systems, because it suits them just fine to have Hong Kong as a financial center where they can deal with the West. But China, as you know, ain't big on elections and freedom of the press, so they've been reluctant to let the Hong Kong people enjoy too much democracy. Not that they had much of that under the Brits either, but now the local people want to have more say over who governs the place. They got some elections coming up, but only with candidates approved of by Beijing. So the students came out onto the streets to protest and were soon joined by many other Hong Kongers, as they call themselves. They occupied the financial center, and the powers that be started to get nervous, along with their pals in the big banks and accounting firms. So it's all about democracy, I asked Pooh, and she goes, well, yes and no. It's not just about having a vote, so much as a fight for equality and social justice. I never knew this, but there are many poor people in Hong Kong. Inequality levels amongst the highest in the world. The minimum wage is only $3.60 an hour. There's no pension, there's no unemployment benefits. And at the same time, they've seen people in Beijing and Shanghai getting rich and flying into Hong Kong to pick up their Louis Vuitton handbags. So they took to the streets to make their voices heard. Who knows what'll happen next? Oh, by the way, Pooh confided to me she's sick of all these people asking her questions about her, private life. They're always trying to fix her up with a husband. But between you and me, I think she pitches at the other end of the ballpark.